Lily did not sleep that night. She lay in her small bed in the research station, staring at the ceiling. Her mind kept going back to Zariah's words. Humans were made. Changed by aliens long ago. It seemed impossible. Yet she had seen the alien with her own eyes. When morning came, Lily sent her daily report to Earth. She said nothing about the ship or Zariah. She lied for the first time in her career, saying all tests were normal. Then she packed extra oxygen and went back to the ice, a hole. The ship was still there, glowing softly in the dark water. Lily lowered herself down more confidently this time. The panel opened as she approached, like the ship knew who she was. Inside, Zariah was working on a wall panel. Sparks flew from her hands as she fixed something. She turned when Lily entered. "You came back," Zariah said. She sounded relieved. "I have questions," Lily said, taking off her helmet. She had tested the air. It was safe to breathe. "I'm sure you do." Zariah led her to the center of the ship. A table rose from the floor. On it appeared a 3D map of the galaxy. "This is where we begin." For the next hours, Zariah showed Lily the history of the Lyraxian Empire. It had been vast, spanning hundreds of worlds. They were an old race, millions of years ahead of humans in technology. They had mastered space travel, energy creation, even changing their own bodies to live longer. "We thought we were invincible," Zariah said. Her voice was sad. "Then the void found us." The map changed. A dark cloud spread across the stars, eating whole systems as it moved. "What is the void exactly?" Lily asked. "We don't know for sure. Some kind of hive mind. It spreads by taking over technology and living things, making them part of itself." Zariah's hands shook as she spoke. "It learns, adapts, uses what it takes against others." "Like the Borg in Star Trek," Lily said without thinking. Zariah looked confused. "Your fiction sometimes gets close to truth." "Yes, like that. But worse. Much worse." The map showed the Lyraxian worlds falling one by one, their great fleet broken, their people consumed. "We fought for centuries," Zariah continued, "but each defeat made the void stronger. So we made a plan. We found young worlds with promising species and changed them. Earth was one of many. You played God with us," Lily said, anger rising in her voice. "We gave gifts," Zariah corrected. "Faster learning, better immune systems, longer lives. We did not control you. We only helped you grow faster." "Why? What was the point?" "Backup. Plans. If we fell, these new races might one day be strong enough to fight the void." Zariah zoomed the map to show Earth. "Your world was special. Your people learned faster than any others. You have great potential." Lily wasn't sure how to feel about this. Pride, anger, fear, all mixed together in her chest. "So what happened? To you? How did you end up here?" Zariah's face darkened. "My ship, the Twilight Sentinel, was not a war vessel. I was a strategist, not a soldier. But when our last world fell, I was given a mission." She touched her chest. "I carry the knowledge of our people, our history, our technology, and a weapon." "A weapon?" "A genetic key. A code that might disrupt the void's connection to itself." Zariah brought up new images, showing complex DNA patterns. "It's incomplete. It needs a human component. The right human DNA to finish it." Lily stepped back. "Is that why you're telling me all this? You want my DNA?" "Not just any human would work. I've scanned thousands as I hid here. But you..." Zariah looked at Lily with intensity. "Your genetic code is special, pure. The changes we made long ago are strong in you." "That's crazy. I'm just a scientist." "There is no just about you, Lily Winters." Zariah touched the wall again. A new image appeared. It showed Lily's DNA next to something alien. They matched in strange ways. "You were born for this moment, Lily." Felt trapped. This was too much. Too big for one person to handle. "Even if what you say is true, what could I do? I'm alone here, just one person." "One person can change everything," Zariah said. But we don't have much time. My ship detected a signal last night. The void has found my trail. A scout ship is coming. Fear gripped Lily's heart. Coming here? To Enceladus? To this solar system. They'll search every planet, every moon. They'll find me. Zariah's voice shook. And then they'll find Earth. How long do we have? Months, maybe. Not years. Zariah pointed to the ship's controls. My ship is damaged. The crash broke key systems. I need help to fix it. I'm not an engineer, Lily protested. I study ice. The ship can teach you. It's partly alive. It adapts to those who use it. Zariah held out her hand. It glowed with soft light. But you must decide now. Help me or go back to your people and warn them, though they won't believe you without proof. Lily thought about her options. Go back to Earth and try to convince NASA that aliens were real and coming to destroy them. They'd think she was crazy. Lock her up maybe, study her, waste precious time, or stay. Help this alien woman. Maybe save Earth. If I help you, what's the plan? Lily asked. Fix the ship. Use the genetic key. Create a weapon against the void. Zariah's eyes glowed brighter. Give your people a fighting chance. And what happens to me in all this? Zariah was quiet for a moment. The process will change you. The genetic key must bond with a living host. You will not be the same after. You mean I'll become like you? Lily's voice was barely a whisper. Not exactly like me. Something new. Between human and Lyraxian. Zariah's face was serious. It might kill you. I don't know. This has never been done before. Lily laughed without humor. Great sales pitch. I offer only truth. The choice must be yours. Zariah stepped back. But know this. If the void finds Earth unprepared, everyone dies. Your whole world consumed. Lily closed her eyes. She thought of Earth. Of the billions of people who didn't know the danger coming for them. Of her parents, gone now but once, so proud of their astronaut daughter. What would they want her to do? She opened her eyes. I need to think. I'll come back tomorrow with my answer. Zariah nodded. I understand, but please be careful what you say to your people. If they come in force, the void will detect the activity. It will come faster. As Lily climbed back to the surface, her mind was in chaos. How could she make such a choice? Stay and maybe die helping an alien she just met? Or go home and watch her world prepare for a war it couldn't win? Back at the station, a message was waiting from NASA. They had questions about her latest readings. The energy spike from Zariah's ship hadn't gone unnoticed after all. They wanted more tests, more data. They were getting suspicious. Lily looked out the window at the endless stars. Somewhere out there, the void was coming, and she had to decide, follow orders or follow Zariah into the unknown. She sat down and began typing a response to NASA. Her decision was made. The cold of space always made Lily Winters feel small. She floated in her spacesuit outside the research station on Saturn's moon Enceladus. The ice moon glowed blue-white beneath her boots as she collected samples. Earth was just a tiny dot. From here. Lily had been alone for 3 months already. Her mission was simple. Look for signs of life in the ice. Lily worked for NASA as their top ice researcher. She had no family back home, which made her perfect for this solo mission. Her days were the same: wake up, check equipment, collect ice, run tests, sleep, repeat. Until today. Her scanner beeped with a sound she had never heard before. Lily checked the screen. It showed strange energy waves coming from deep under the ice. This was not in the mission plan. But Lily was curious. She had to check it out. She called back to the station. Base, I'm picking up something weird, going to drill down and see what it is. Copy that, Lily. Be careful, said the voice of her mission controller from Earth. The delay made conversations hard, but Lily was used to it. She set up her drill and started making a hole in the ice. It took hours. Finally, the drill broke, through to a pocket below. Lily lowered a camera. What she saw made her gasp. There was a ship. Not a human ship. It was like nothing she had ever seen. The metal shimmered with soft light that pulsed like a heartbeat. It was partly in the water, under the ice. Lily's heart raced. This could not be possible. "Base, you need to see this," she said, sending the camera feed back to Earth. But before Mission Control could respond, Lily saw movement. Someone was inside the ship. Without thinking, she widened the hole and lowered herself down on a cable. She had to know. The ship had a clear section like a bubble. Through it, Lily could see a figure moving. As she got closer, the figure stopped and turned. Their eyes met. It was a woman. At least she looked like a woman in shape. But her skin was purple with a shine like metal. Her eyes were large and shaped like a cat's, glowing with a soft light. She wore something like armor that moved with her body like water. Lily froze. The alien woman froze too. They stared at each other for what felt like forever. Then the alien woman's face changed. She looked scared. Really scared. To Lily's shock, a panel on the ship slid open. It was an invitation to come inside. Against all her training, Lily moved toward the opening. Something told her this was important. More important than the mission. More important than anything. Inside, the air was warm. Lily kept her helmet on, just in case. The ship was bigger inside than it looked. The walls were covered with moving symbols. The floor hummed under her feet. The alien woman stood across the room. Up close, she was both beautiful and strange. Her purple skin had patterns that shifted with her movements. Her hair was white like snow and moved as if it was in water. "You should not be here," the alien said. In English. Perfect English. Lily almost fell over in shock. "You speak my language?" "I speak all Earth languages," the alien said. Her voice came from a small device at her throat. "I have been studying your world for a long time." "Who are you? What are you doing here?" Lily asked. Her training was finally kicking in. First contact protocol. "Stay calm. Gather information. My name is Zariah. I am the last military commander of the Lyraxian Empire." The alien woman walked to a wall. It lit up with images of stars and planets. "My home was destroyed. I am hiding." "Hiding from what?" Zariah's eyes darkened. "From the ones who destroyed my world. The ones who would destroy yours too if they knew I was here." She pointed to a dark spot on the star map. "We called them the Void. They consume everything they touch." Lily tried to understand. "An alien refugee hiding in our solar system." "Why here? Why our moon?" "Your solar system is young, off the main travel paths, and—" Zariah paused. She seemed to be deciding something. "And because of you. Humans." The way she said it made Lily's skin crawl. "What about humans?" Zariah touched another panel. A new image appeared. It showed DNA strands. Human DNA, but with strange marks on it. "Your people are special," Zariah said. "Made to be special." "Made? What do you mean, made?" Lily felt cold, despite the warm air. "Long ago, my people came to Earth. We were looking for worlds to protect. Us. To be our shield if the Void ever found us." Zariah's eyes met Lily's. "We found early humans. We changed them. Made them better. Stronger. More like us." Lily shook her head. "That's not possible. We evolved naturally. With help," Zariah said. "Small changes at first, then more. We watched you grow, learn, build. You were meant to be our legacy, our last hope." Lily's mind raced. This went against everything she knew about human history. But the ship, the technology, the alien standing in front of her, it was all real. "Why are you telling me this?" she asked. "Because they found me," Zariah said. Fear was clear in her voice now. "I crashed here 6 months ago. My ship was damaged. I've been hiding, trying to repair it, but they tracked me. They're coming." "Who's coming?" "The Void. They hunt any Lyraxian technology. They hunt me. And now they'll find Earth too." Zariah moved closer. "I need your help, Lily Winters. I can't do this alone." How do you know my name? Lily stepped back. Your ship, your communications, I've been listening. Zariah's eyes pleaded. If the void comes here, your world will die. Everything will die. But together we might have a chance. A loud beep came from Lily's suit. Her oxygen was getting low. She needed to go back to the station soon. I have to go, she said. I need time to think. Zariah nodded. Time is the one thing we don't have much of, but I understand. Come back tomorrow. I'll show you everything. As Lily climbed back up to the surface, her mind was a storm of questions. Was this real? Could humans really be engineered by aliens? And what was this void that Zariah feared so much? One thing was clear. If she reported this, NASA would take over. The government would step in. Zariah and her ship would be taken away, studied, maybe destroyed. Lily made a decision as she reached the surface. She would not report this. Not yet. Tomorrow she would go back. She would learn more. And then she would decide what to do. Because if Zariah was telling the truth, everything Lily knew about being human was a lie, and Earth was in terrible danger. 6 months had passed since Lily made her choice. NASA believed she was dead. A tragic accident, they said. Equipment failure. Her body lost to the icy depths of Enceladus. A hero of science, they called her. In reality, Lily was very much alive. She and Zariah had moved the Twilight Sentinel to the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. They hid among the rocks, working day and night to repair the ship and prepare for what was coming. Life with an alien was strange at first. Zariah didn't need much sleep. She didn't eat food like humans did. She absorbed energy directly from special panels in the ship. Her moods changed the color of her skin slightly. Purple when calm, deeper violet when worried, almost blue when sad. Lily learned fast. The ship helped just as Zariah had promised. When Lily touched the controls, knowledge flowed into her mind, not in words but in feelings and images. She knew what to fix without being told. Her hands moved with new skills she had never learned. The ship recognizes you, Zariah explained one day as they worked on the engine room. It knows your genetic pattern is special. It's creepy, Lily said. Like it's reading my mind. Not your mind, your body. Zariah handed Lily a tool that looked like a glowing wand. The changes my people made to your ancestors left markers. The ship sees those markers. Lily had come to accept the truth of her origin. Humans had been helped along by the Laraxians. It explained some of the jumps in human development through history. The sudden advances in agriculture, metallurgy, mathematics, guiding hands from the stars. Tell me more about the void, Lily said as they ate dinner. Well, as she ate dinner, Zariah just sat with her for company. You've told me what it does, but not what it wants. Zariah's skin darkened. Want implies desire, purpose. I'm not sure the void has either. It simply consumes, grows, spreads. She touched a panel, bringing up images Lily had seen before. The dark clouds spreading across stars. Some of our scientists believed it was once a normal species that made itself into a hive mind. Others thought it came from another dimension. We never knew for sure. How do you fight something like that? Lily asked. Poorly, Zariah said with a bitter smile. We tried everything. Physical weapons, biological attacks, even time distortion. Nothing worked for long. The void adapted too quickly. Then how is this genetic key supposed to help? Zariah's eyes brightened. Because it's not a weapon in the usual sense. It's a virus, a genetic virus that targets the connection between the void's parts. If it works, it won't kill the void. It will break it apart, make each piece separate, make it lose what makes it strong. And this virus needs my DNA to work? Lily still didn't fully understand. Yes, the key was designed to work with human DNA, to spread through the void using patterns your kind naturally produce. Zariah looked sad suddenly. That was always the plan. Create new species, hide the key in their genetic code, hope one day they could finish what we started. Lily felt a chill. So humans were just weapons to you? Just tools? No. Zariah's skin flashed dark purple. Never just tools. You were our hope, our future. We gave you gifts, yes, but we also gave you freedom. We could have controlled you, made you slaves. We chose not to. Lily wasn't sure if that made it better or worse. Before she could respond, alarms blared through the ship. Red lights flashed on all walls. What's happening? Lily jumped to her feet. Zariah rushed to the control room. Lily followed. On the main screen, a map of the solar system showed a new dot entering near Pluto. It's here, Zariah whispered. Her skin was almost black with fear. A void scout ship. Lily stared at the screen. The dot moved slowly but steadily toward the inner planets. How long do we have? Days. Maybe a week. Zariah's hands flew over the controls. The ship is still not fully repaired. The genetic key is not ready. Then we need to hide better, Lily said. Move deeper into the asteroid belt. Zariah shook her head. It won't matter. The scout will scan everything. It will find Laraxian technology. Find me. She turned to Lily, her eyes glowing with intensity. We have only one option now. We must complete the key. Lily felt fear grip her heart. But you said it wasn't ready. That I might not survive. I've learned more about your DNA these past months. Made adjustments to the process. Zariah touched Lily's hand. Her skin was cool. The chance of success is better now. Not certain, but better. And if it fails, then the void finds Earth unprepared. Billions die. Zariah's voice was hard. I lost my world, Lily. I watched everyone I loved be consumed. I cannot watch it happen again. Lily walked to the window. Through it she could see the endless rocks of the asteroid belt. Beyond them, though too far to see, was Earth. Home. Full of people who had no idea what was coming. How would it work? This genetic key? She asked. Zariah touched a panel. A section of the floor opened. A chamber rose up, shaped like a coffin made of glass and metal. Inside, blue liquid swirled with golden lights. The chamber will merge the key with your DNA, then return the combined code to your body. Zariah's voice was gentle now. It will hurt. I cannot lie about that. But if it works, you will be able to spread the virus to the void, stop it from taking Earth. And I'll be changed, Lily said. Not a question. Yes. Your body will adapt to carry the new code. You will be something new. Not human. Not Lyraxian. Something between. Zariah hesitated. You will have access to memories that are not yours. Knowledge you never learned. It is disturbing at first. Lily thought of all she had left behind. Her career. Her few friends. Her life on Earth. She had given up everything to help Zariah. Now she would give up her humanity too. Will I still be me? She asked in a small voice. Your mind will be yours. Your memories. Your feelings. Zariah's eyes were sad. But you will have more. See more. Feel more. It is not a small thing I ask of you. On the screen, the dot that was the Void Scout moved closer to Neptune. Time was running out. If I do this, Lily said slowly, what's the plan? How do we stop that ship? We can't. Not directly. Zariah showed a new map. But we can use the asteroids, set off explosions, create a chain reaction. The scout will be caught in it. You want to destroy it? No, we can't destroy it. But we can damage it. Send it away. Buy Earth time to prepare. Zariah looked at the chamber again. But first, the key must be completed. You must be changed. Lily stared at the blue liquid in the chamber. Everything in her screamed to run, to hide, to find another way. But there was no other way. No time for another plan. How long will it take, she asked. Hours. Less than a day. Zariah's voice was tight with emotion. Lily, I wish there was another way. There isn't. We both know that. Lily took a deep breath. Let's do it. Before I lose my nerve. Zariah nodded. She touched the chamber. It opened with a soft hiss. The blue liquid rippled as if alive. Remove your clothes, Zariah said. The liquid must touch all of your skin. Lily undressed. She felt vulnerable, scared, but also strangely calm. This was why she had stayed, why she had helped Zariah all these months. This moment was always coming. She stepped into the chamber. The liquid was warm. It moved around her, covering her body like a living thing. It didn't feel wet, more like thick air. Close your eyes, Zariah said. Try to relax. Fighting it will make it worse. As the chamber closed around her, Lily's last thought was of Earth, of blue skies and green grass, of the life she had left behind. Then the pain began, and all thoughts fled. Only fire remained. Fire in her blood, fire in her bones, fire everywhere. The changing had begun. Pain became Lily's world. It filled every part of her body. It burned through her veins like liquid fire. She tried to scream, but the blue liquid filled her mouth, her lungs. She didn't drown. Somehow she could breathe it. But it hurt. Everything hurt. Time lost meaning. Was it minutes? Hours? Days? She couldn't tell. In the pain, images began to flash through her mind. Memories that weren't hers. She saw a world with 3 moons hanging in a purple sky. Tall silver buildings that seemed to grow from the ground. People with skin in shades of blue and purple, moving through streets filled with light and music. She saw warships, vast beyond imagining, facing a darkness that swallowed stars. She felt fear, desperation, loss. She saw Earth, but not as it was now. Earth in the distant past. Early humans looking up in wonder as ships descended from the sky. Lyraxians walking among them, touching them, changing them. She saw Zariah, younger, dressed in gleaming armor, standing before a council of elders, accepting a mission. The last hope of a dying race. More images came, faster now, battles, deaths, whole worlds burning. Knowledge poured into her mind. Languages she had never heard. Science beyond human understanding. The secrets of the stars. Through it all, the pain continued. But slowly, very slowly, it began to change, to lessen, to become something else. Power, energy flowing through her changing body. Lily felt her skin hardening, softening, changing in ways she couldn't understand. Her bones shifted. Her blood burned cold, then hot, then cold again. Her mind expanded, thoughts racing faster than ever before. Then suddenly the pain stopped. The chamber opened. The blue liquid drained away. Lily gasped, drawing real air into her lungs for the first time in what felt like forever. Zariah stood over her, eyes wide with wonder and fear. "Lily, can you hear me?" Lily tried to speak. Her voice came out strange, musical, with harmonics that hadn't been there before. "Yes, I hear you." She looked at her hands. They were still her shape, but the skin had a faint purple sheen to it. Not as strong as Zariah's, but definitely not human anymore. "What happened to me?" "The key is complete," Zariah said. She helped Lily sit up. "Your body accepted the changes better than I hoped. The merger is stable." Lily's head spun with new thoughts, new memories. She knew things now. How the ship worked. The history of the Lyraxian people. The nature of the genetic key she now carried in her cells. "I remember," she whispered. "I remember your world. The war. Everything." "Genetic memory transfer," Zariah explained. "A side effect of the process. It will settle soon. Not so overwhelming." Lily stood on shaky legs. Her body felt different, stronger, lighter. She could feel energy humming beneath her skin. "How long was I in there?" 18 hours, Zariah said. "The scout ship has entered the asteroid belt. It's searching for us." Fear shot through Lily, but it was different now. Sharper, more focused. She moved to the control panel. Her hands knew what to do without being told. The screen showed the Void Scout, a black shape moving through the rocks. It was ugly. Wrong somehow. Like it didn't belong in normal space. We need to move, Lily said. Set the charges, start the chain reaction. Zariah stared at her. You know the plan? I know everything now. Lily tapped the panel. The ship hummed to life. We'll place explosive charges on key asteroids. When they blow, they'll hit others. Create a wave of destruction. The scout will be caught in it. Yes, Zariah said, still looking at Lily with wonder. That was my plan. Our plan now. Lily felt strange saying it. Part of her was still the human scientist, amazed and terrified by all of this. But another part, the new part, was calm. Ready. This was what she was made for. They worked quickly, piloting the Twilight Sentinel through the asteroid field. At each key point, they fired small pods from the ship. Each pod attached to an asteroid and armed itself. The scout has changed course, Zariah said suddenly. It's heading straight for us. It's detected the ship. Lily checked the screen. The, black shape was moving fast now, cutting through the asteroid field like it wasn't there. How long until it reaches us? Minutes. No more. Zariah's skin had gone dark with fear. We need to detonate now. Not yet, Lily said. Her mind was racing, calculating. The new knowledge in her head showed her options, strategies. We need to let it get closer. Make sure it's caught in the main wave. If we wait too long, we'll be caught too, Zariah warned. I know. Lily moved to a different panel. The escape pod, is it ready? Zariah nodded. Yes, but it can only hold one of us. Lily met her eyes. Then you go. Back to Earth. Warn them. Prepare them. No. Zariah's voice was sharp. The key is in you now. You must survive to use it. I'll stay. The ship is my responsibility. Before Lily could argue, alarms blared again. The scout ship had fired something. A black projectile was heading straight for them. Evasive action, Zariah shouted. She jumped to the controls, her hands moving in a blur. The Twilight Sentinel lurched to the side, narrowly avoiding the black missile. But the sudden movement sent them crashing into a small asteroid. The ship shuddered. Lights flickered. An explosion rocked the engine room. Critical damage, Zariah said, her voice tight. The engines are failing. Life support is damaged. Lily checked the screens. The scout was almost on them. The black missile had turned around and was coming back. Detonate the charges now. Zariah hit a button. On the screen, explosions bloomed across the asteroid field. Rocks smashed into other rocks. A wave of destruction spread outward, growing with each impact. The pod, Zariah said. She grabbed Lily's arm. You have to go. Now. Another explosion rocked the ship. A support beam fell, crushing a panel. Sparks flew everywhere. The air began to thin. Not without you, Lily said. She pulled Zariah toward the back of the ship where the escape pod waited. There's no time, Zariah said, and no space for both of us. Another alarm sounded. The scout ship was firing again. Go. Zariah pushed Lily toward the pod. Complete the mission. Save your world. Lily felt torn. The human part of her couldn't leave Zariah to die. But the new part, the cold logical part, knew she had to survive. The key had to reach Earth. There's another way, she said suddenly. The genetic memories showed her something, a desperate option. Your consciousness. The ship can transfer it. Into me. Zariah's eyes widened. The emergency protocol. It's never been done with a hybrid before. Will it work? Maybe. Probably not. Zariah looked around as the ship shook again. But there's no other choice. She rushed to a panel and pressed her hand against it. The wall opened, revealing a small device. It looked like a crown made of light. This will try to transfer my consciousness into your mind, Zariah explained quickly. 2 minds in 1 body. It might kill us both. Do it, Lily said. She had come too far to turn back now. Zariah placed the crown on Lily's head. It felt cold, then hot. then cold again. Get to the pod. When you're safe, activate it. Not before. She pressed something into Lily's hand. A small disc. Remember the mission. Save Earth. Another explosion. Bigger this time. Part of the ceiling collapsed. The ship's lights went out, replaced by dim emergency lighting. Go. Zariah pushed Lily toward the pod again. This time Lily went. The pod was small, barely big enough for one person. She climbed in. The door sealed behind her. Through the window she saw Zariah at the controls, fighting to keep the dying ship together. Their eyes met one last time. Zariah nodded. Then she hit a button. The pod ejected from the ship with a violent lurch. Lily was thrown against the wall. Through the small window, she saw the asteroid field exploding around her. Rocks smashed into each other in a chain reaction of destruction. The scout ship was caught in the middle of it. Black and wrong, it tried to evade, but the wave of debris was too vast. A massive asteroid crashed into it. The scout spun away, damaged, but not destroyed. The Twilight Sentinel wasn't so lucky. As Lily watched, helpless, a series of explosions tore through the ship. It broke apart, pieces scattering into the void. Zariah, Lily whispered. Grief washed over her. She had known the alien woman for less than a year, but in that time, they had become something more than friends, partners in an impossible mission. The pod shook as smaller rocks hit it. The autopilot was working, guiding it away from the worst of the destruction. Toward Earth. Lily looked down at the disc in her hand. The transfer device. Zariah's last hope for survival. With shaking fingers, she placed it against her temple. For a moment, nothing happened. Then pain exploded in her head. Worse than the chamber. Worse than anything. Her vision went white. Her body seized. Her mind felt like it was being torn apart and put back together. Then darkness took her, and Lily Winters knew no more. Lily woke to the sound of soft beeping. For a moment she thought she was back on Enceladus in her research station, that everything, Zariah, the ship, the void, had been a dream. Then the pain in her head reminded her it was all real. She opened her eyes. She was still in the escape pod. The small screen showed her position. She was approaching Earth's orbit. The pod had been traveling for days while she was unconscious. Systems functional. Approach vector stable. Preparing for atmospheric entry. The voice was the pod's computer. It sounded flat, mechanical. Nothing like Zariah's musical tones. Zariah. Lily's heart ached at the thought of her. Dead. Saving Lily's life. Saving Earth. Except, I am here. The voice was in Lily's head. Not her voice. Zariah's. Lily sat up straight, heart racing. Zariah? Yes. The transfer worked. Partly. I am with you now. The voice was weak, distant, but definitely Zariah. How is this possible? Lily whispered, though there was no one to hear her. My consciousness, my memories, are stored in your mind now. I am not fully myself, more like an echo. Lily tried to understand. She had two minds now, two sets of memories, not exactly two minds. One mind with two sets of experiences. The lines will blur with time. Can you read my thoughts? Lily asked, disturbed by the idea. Only what you direct to me, like speaking but silent. I cannot see your private thoughts. That was something, at least. Lily checked the pod's systems. Everything looked good. The autopilot was guiding them to a remote area in the Pacific Ocean, away from shipping lanes. The pod would float until someone found them, or until they found a way to shore. The scout ship, Lily said suddenly. Did we destroy it? Damaged it. Sent it away. But not destroyed. It will return. And it will bring others. How long do we have? A year, maybe less. It depends on how badly it was damaged, how far it had to go for repairs. A year. It wasn't much time, but it was something. So what now? Lily asked. We get to Earth, then what? We prepare. We warn them. We build the virus. Lily thought about that. How would they convince world governments that aliens were real, that a threat was coming from space? They would be locked up, studied, wasting precious time. We will show them. Your body carries proof now, and I can help you access Lyraxian technology. Build things humans cannot. The pod shuddered as it hit Earth's atmosphere. Fire bloomed around the windows as the heat shield did its work. Lily strapped herself in tighter. Re-entry was always dangerous. The pod wasn't designed for Earth's gravity. As they descended, Lily considered their options. Going to NASA seemed logical, but the government would take over. Military would step in. She and Zariah might lose control of the situation. We need freedom to work, to prepare the virus, to build defenses. We'll need resources, Lily said. Labs, materials. Money can buy these things on your world, yes? Yes, but I don't have much money, and I'm officially dead. I can help with that. Lyraxian technology is far beyond Earth's. We can create things people will pay for. Simple things that won't change your world too much but will fund our work. Lily nodded. It could work. Create a new identity. Set up a small company. Use Lyraxian knowledge to make innovative products. Use the money to build what they really needed. The pod broke through the clouds. Below, the vast Pacific Ocean stretched to the horizon. The computer guided them down, firing retro rockets to slow their descent. With a massive splash, they hit the water. Lily felt the impact in every bone. The pod rocked back and forth, then stabilized, floating on the surface. It would send out a distress signal soon. Someone would come. She looked at her reflection in the dark screen. Her eyes had changed. They glowed faintly now, like Zariah's had. Her skin had a subtle purple sheen when the light hit it just right. Not obvious enough for people to notice right away, but definitely not fully human anymore. We can't let them find us, she decided. Not yet. We need time to plan. There is a small island 50 kilometers west of here, uninhabited. We can use the pod's emergency thrusters to reach it. Lily nodded. She disabled the distress beacon and reprogrammed the thrusters. The pod lurched forward, skimming across the waves toward the island Zariah had somehow known was there. Hours later, as the sun set, they reached the small island. It was little more than a rock with some trees, but it would do for now. The pod beached itself on a narrow strip of sand. Lily forced the door open and stepped out onto Earth for the first time in over 9 months. The air smelled sweet. The gravity felt heavy after so long in space. She looked up at the stars just beginning to appear in the darkening sky. Somewhere up there, the void was coming. A year away. Maybe less. We should rest. Tomorrow we begin. Begin what? Lily asked aloud. There was no one to hear her talking to herself on this empty island. The next phase of our evolution. The fulfillment of why my people created yours. Lily sat on the sand, watching the waves. You never told me the whole truth, did you? About why your people changed humans. There was a long silence in her mind. Then, no, not the whole truth. Tell me now. No more secrets between us. We're sharing a body, after all. Another pause. My people didn't just change humans to fight the void. We changed you to become us. To carry our consciousness when we were gone. To be our children. Lily felt a chill that had nothing to do with the ocean breeze. You mean, all along, the plan was for Lyraxians to take over human bodies? Not take over. Join with. Become something new together. The genetic key was never just a weapon against the void. It was a way for our people to survive beyond death. Anger flashed through Lily. You used us. Created us as what? Bodies to steal? No. Not like that. As partners, the joining can only work if both sides accept it. Like you accepted me. The changes in your ancestors were to make this possible someday. To allow both species to survive the void. Lily wasn't sure how to feel about this. Betrayed? Maybe. But Zariah had saved her life. and now they were bound together, whether she liked it or not. Are there others? Other Liraxians who escaped? I don't know. I hope so. If they find Earth, find humans with the right genetic markers, the joining might happen again. Lily stood up, brushing sand from her clothes. Well, we can't worry about that now. We have work to do. She looked at the pod. It contained some emergency supplies, tools, a little food, basic medical equipment, enough to survive for a while on this island. First, we need to get off this rock. Get to the mainland. Find resources. I can help you build a transmitter, something that can reach a passing ship without alerting the authorities. Good. Then we need new identities, a base of operations, and we need to start working on the virus. Yes, the virus is key. When the void comes, it must be ready. Lily watched the stars again. Out there, the scout ship was limping back to whatever passed for home with the void. Soon, it would return with others. Earth needed to be ready, and Lily Winters, not fully human anymore, carrying the last Liraxian, inside her mind was the only one who could make that happen. We'll save them, she whispered. My people and yours. Our people now, Zariah's voice corrected gently. We are something new together. The first of a new kind. Lily nodded. She felt the weight of this new reality settling on her shoulders. The fate of Earth, of humanity, rested with her now. With them. She and Zariah, joined in one body, carrying the hopes of two species. The darkest secret was finally clear. Humans weren't just changed to fight the void. They were changed to become the new Liraxians. To carry on what would otherwise be lost. And now, that process had begun with her. The first hybrid. The first of many, if their plan worked. As night fell fully on the small island, Lily began gathering materials from the pod. There was no time to waste. The clock was ticking. 1 year, maybe less. The void was coming. And Lily Winters, the human who had spotted an alien woman alone, who had learned her darkest secret, who had joined with her to become something new, was Earth's only hope. She looked at her hands in the moonlight. The faint purple sheen seemed to glow slightly now, a reminder of what she had become, what she had chosen to become. We can do this, Zariah's voice said in her mind. Together. Together, Lily agreed, and she set to work, preparing for the war that was coming, the war that would decide the fate of two species. The war she had been born, had been made, to fight.